Alright, so welcome back guys, or welcome if it's your first time here. I'm Vision here with Blind Entertainment, bringing you guys another video. Today I'm going to be giving my thoughts and opinions on the Image Comics April 2019 Solicitations. So if Image Comics is something you're interested in, don't forget to subscribe down below and hit that bell icon. That way you don't miss more comic related content from me in the future. Now let's begin. As always, we got my honorable mentions for the month. Now my honorable mentions are Aunt Agatha's Home for Wayward Rabbits, Eclipse, Hit Girl, Ice Cream Man, Kick-Ass, Little Bird, Murder Falcon, Prodigy, Rumble, and Self-Made. Now, these are just books that I'm just not as into as some of the other books that I'm going to be talking about, or they have short runs, or are short stories, or I just haven't got caught up to the current story like with Eclipse. But let me know your own thoughts and opinions about these honorable mentions if you're reading them or if you're interested in them in the comment section down below. But let's get into the main books I want to talk about for the month of April. So first off, we got Assassination Nation, issue number 2. Now the synopsis for this issue reads, someone is trying to kill Boss Rankin after the shootout in his loft. The remaining assassins have accepted his offer to be his private security force. There's no way anyone is to knock him off now. There is. Are more people going to die? Probably. Now, this is a kind of goofy cover for me. I don't really like it. I like the first one better. Next, we got Criminal, issue number 4. Now, the synopsis for this issue reads, a breaking single-issue story finds Ricky Wallace caught in the grip of violence and double cross after a robbery. Now, I really enjoyed the first issue. I think this book definitely has great potential, and I'm interested to see where they take it. I highly recommend picking it up. The cover here probably has been one of my more weaker ones so far throughout the run of this book, but still excited to see where they take it. Next, we got Die, issue number 5. Now, the synopsis for this issue reads, Fantasy Heartbreaker Conclusion. It was never going to be okay. Wait, wrong book. Now, not much to go off of the synopsis right there. The cover, cool looking. I'm in between. It's cool, but it's probably not one of my favorite covers of the series. The synopsis makes me worry that this book is going to end in 5 issues, which I'm kind of hoping it doesn't. I feel like it could go on for a bit. I've only read the first issue, and I really enjoy it, and I think it has good potential. If they end it quick with only 5 issues, I'm going to kind of be disappointed. But at the same time, it's a good book, and if they go out of a high note, I'm going to be okay with it. Next, we got Evolution, issue number 16. Now, the synopsis for this issue reads, the beginning of the end. Calavirus, Hannah, and Abe converge on Los Angeles. The bug begins to fight back. Now, really exciting for this book. The synopsis is really cool. Haven't read the latest issue yet, but can't wait to see what goes on here. The cover, again, they need to do something different. I feel like they're just all the same kind of thing, pretty much. Same banner, just different kind of look there. I want something different from this book. Next, we got Farmhand, issue number 7. Now, the synopsis for this issue reads, Andrea Jenkins struggles with her father's erratic behavior as Jedediah clings to what's left of his crumbling legacy. Meanwhile, an unexpected visitor points to a frightening future for the residents of Freetown. Now, I love this book. It's definitely one I think you should check out. The cover for this issue looks really cool with the whole white background. I don't really usually like white background covers, but since they added a little bit of color with the guy on the cover, it's really cool looking. I think it's actually pretty cool, and I'm excited to see where they take this book in the second arc. Next, we got Gasolina, issue number 17. Now, the synopsis for this issue reads, Sara, I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, I'm not good with my Spanish, but in a small town not on any map, a gunfight erupts that will change the course of the war against Los Cuerdos, and Amelia is greatly outnumbered. Now, again, I apologize for my bad Spanish there. I'm not great at that, but I'm very excited to see where they take this. It's been on my honorable mentions list for a while, but it's recently been getting good, and I'm interested to see where they take this moving forward. Next, we got Gideon Falls, issue number 12. Now, the synopsis for this issue reads, Stations of the Cross, Part 1. Our story heads right through the looking glass back to Gideon Falls, 1886. Once there, a father, Burke, must help catch a vicious killer named Norton Sinclair, and when the killer can travel through time and space, readers are in for a wild ride. Now, in my opinion, this is gonna either make or break the series for me. Going into this kind of territory for me is iffy because I feel like I've enjoyed the book so far, but I feel like this could be like a jumping the shark moment, and I'm just nervous about where Jeff Lemire's taking the book. Next, we got Hardcore issue number 5. Now, the synopsis for this issue reads: back on American soil, Drake comes face to face with the man who betrayed him. He has only minutes before the hardcore expires and his life along with it, but Drake only needs a little time to unload a lot of bullets. Now, this is very interesting. We know this arc, if they only do 5-issue arcs, is going to end with this issue here. Very interested to see what they set up and how they might take it into a new arc, because they'll probably be setting up a new arc if it doesn't end here. So very interested to see what they do with this book. It's very cool. Next, we got Infinite Dark issue number 5. Now, the synopsis for this issue reads: the passengers of the void ship Orpheus survived the end of the universe, station-wide sabotage, and even the mechanisms of an entry from beyond the stars. All that's left now is to survive each other. Now, this is a very cool and interesting book. I'm very excited to see what they do. The final issue of the first arc comes out tomorrow, so I'm very excited to see what they do with it and how they set up future story arcs. Next, we got Man-Eaters issue number 8. Now, the synopsis for this issue reads: the mock guide to female puberty features personal stories, advice, illustrated charts, inspirational tips, and other topics of interest to teen girls on the go who like witchcraft and advanced cellulite. I think that's pronounced that. Now, they just recently did another whole issue based on ads and advertisements in this world. I know fans were didn't like it and kind of got annoyed by it. I thought it was kind of cool. It was interesting. Doing another one is questionable, but I'm interested. Next, we got Middle West issue number 6. Now, the synopsis for this issue reads: a messenger arrives with news of the storm brewing in Abel and Fox's wake. Maggie's arrival has changed its schedule to stay ahead of the tempest. Abel's debt is paid, and he's offered a chance to choose his future. Now, this was a very interesting book. I haven't read issue 3 yet, but it has definitely some good potential. Scotty Young has got a lot of good books under his belt, like Bully Wars, and what's the other one? I Hate Fairyland, I think it's called, and there's a couple more, I think. I've never checked out anything other than this, and it's pretty cool. Next, we got Oblivion Song issue number 14. Now, the synopsis for this issue reads: deep in Oblivion, things get worse. Now, not much to go off of there. I do enjoy Oblivion Song. The cover for this issue is really cool. I like the purple kind of landscape. It's different, and I really am excited to see what they do with Oblivion Song moving forward. I feel like it was a little overhyped for me, and I'm just starting to really kind of get into it. Hopefully they do something interesting. Next, we got Outer Darkness issue number 6. Now, the synopsis for this issue reads: exorcists, magicians, and soldiers mount up to battle one hell of a demon with the number of dead crewmen mourning. Captain Riggs does what he can to save the rest, even if it means they had better be ready to die too. Now, this is a really cool book, especially if you like horror stuff. I definitely recommend it. Next, we got Outpost Zero issue number 9. Now, the synopsis for this issue reads: Steven's death, the Gen ship's crash landing. If Sam and Aaliyah are going to solve these mysteries, they're going to need to venture deeper within the outpost than anyone has ever done before, right? Well, I really like this book. I think it's very cool. I know the art is kind of cartoony, but I really enjoy it. Next, we got Paper Girls issue number 27. Now, the synopsis for this issue reads, Part 2 of the final arc. Will KJ ever see her new love Mac again? Now, I'm interested to see what they do with this in the final arc. I am not totally invested in the whole KJ and Mac thing. That kind of felt a little bit forced from Brian K. Vaughan with this. I understand what he's going for with the representation thing, and I respect anybody who likes that, but I don't know, it felt a little bit forced to me, and now that they're doing this, still feels forced to me. I'm going to wait to see how the whole story plays out before I give my final verdict. But overall, I'm just a tad bit nervous about what they're doing with this kind of storytelling. Next, we got Port of Earth, issue number 9. Now, the synopsis for this issue reads, In a deal with an alien business corporation, humanity has opened the Port of Earth for galactic travelers after countless violent, deadly incidents. Alien soldiers have been stationed here to help bring peace. Now our Earth Security Agency must stop deadly alien outbreak from and contain a growing human resistance and navigate a delicate relationship with our alien partners or risk planetary occupation. Now, I really enjoyed the first 2 issues. Zach Kaplan is a very amazing writer, if in my opinion. Next, we got Redneck issue number 19. Now, the synopsis for this issue reads, In the wake of their darkest day, it's time to say goodbye to the Lone Star State with the Bowman family searches for salvation in the shadows of Mexico. Now, I think it's cool that they're going to Mexico. I'm interested to see what goes on there and see the viewpoint of vampires from there and from the Mexican standpoint. I think that's an interesting concept to move forward with. I will say I was kind of bummed out of how they handled things with issue 18 with Evil showing up. I really wish they had kept Evil in the background because the cover is very cool and different. And I'm just interested to see where I take this moving into the 4th story arc. Next, we got Skyward, issue number 12. Now, the synopsis for this issue reads, Fix the World Part 2. Still reeling from the last issue shocking discovery. Willa learns what really happened on GD. See that terrible day from a very different perspective as we follow an untold story of loss, struggle, and perseverance. Also, someone gets a dog. Now, I really enjoyed this book. I think this is a great book. It's been already picked up for, I think, a TV deal. So definitely check it out if you haven't. Next, we got The Realm, issue number 13. Now, the synopsis for this issue reads, Eli makes a horrifying discovery. McCowan's and his ravers close in while a trap is sprung. Now, that's very interesting. I really like this cover with Molly on the cover with the spider in the background. Really cool, kind of creepy cover. I really like this book so far. Last, we got Witchblade issue number 14. Now, the synopsis for this issue reads, Last Days Part 2. In the present, the remnants of Team Witchblade are struggling to fight the good fight without Alex, but Haley, the Witchblade's alternate host, has all other plans. Now, this is very exciting. I definitely have been getting back into this. I'm still behind a little bit, but excited to see where they take this moving forward. I love this book. It's one of my favorite books out there. Highly recommend it. It's really, really cool, and I just love the cover with the overgrown foliage on it. Just a really cool cover. So yeah, guys, those are my picks for Image Comics April 2019 Solicitations. Let me know some books you're excited for April and what you're interested in. If you think I have something that's not on my list, let me know. As always, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and share. And don't forget to subscribe down below and hit that bell icon. That way you don't miss more comic content from me in the future. This has been Vision here with Blind Entertainment, and I'll see you next time.